Hi everyone, Mo here from My Life in Collage blog, and today I want to show you a few simple ways to create your own pocket page inserts using stamp pads, stamps and dies. So let's get started. I'm starting with the Noteworthy cards dies, and the largest one is 4 inches by 6 inches, which is the right size for my pocket page. And there are 4 of those dies, and you can choose the ones that are the best fit for your pocket page. I'm going to do 3 of the larger ones and 2 of the smaller ones, and I'm going to start by coloring them using stamp pads. Now, we could always start with colored cardstock, but this is definitely more fun. All I'm doing is placing my stamp pad face down and lifting off, pressing ever so slightly and just basically dabbing the ink on. And you will see there are still white areas, and that kind of adds to the effect. So the one thing that I want you to keep in mind when you do this is to stay with the lighter color inks. This one was Delightful Daisy. I'm going to do another one with Sea Spray. Same technique. And just place it face down, press it gently, keep moving around. Let's do this one with Cotton Candy. So once we have our cards ready, we just have to make sure that these are dry, then they dry really fast. And then we can start decorating them. For that, I have used stamps and dies from my favorite sets. Mine were Hello Note from the Noteworthy collection and Be Amazing stamp and die set from Make Amazing Happen collection. So what I'm going to do here is just add that over there. So that's like the beginning of it. You can stamp on it. And then you can add more stamped die cuts on it, like you can say hello new school year like I did. And let's just add that over there. I'm also using these pierced star die cuts. Let's just put one right here. And you can cut off the excess by just turning the card over and just snipping the excess off. And then you can write, like, circle out the date from the month, the day of the week, and the date. On the smaller ones, you could stamp other things. For example, my son started 6th grade this year, so I'm going to do the number 6, and this is from the Celebra'tions tire party set. And see, it's a birthday set, but you can very easily use the numbers on anything you want. And I'm just gonna stamp the 6 here. You will notice that I did it in one side, one half of the card. That's because for the smaller card that I have here, which is about 2 inches by 4 inches, that is where I put it like this and trimmed the rest. So I'm gonna go back to this piece and cut it down to the size of my pocket. And now let's put that here. Again, trim off the excess. And you can add more to dress up something. Let's add something encouraging to this. You Are Awesome from the Phone Notes Stamp and Die set. We'll go about here. And then this stamp set, Stamp and Die set, it has got a lot of interesting little stamps on them, like hearts, stars, and there's a pin. I'm going to use the pin as if to hold the number in place. You can just do whatever seems to be the most fun to you, and there is no right or wrong to this. It's just about having fun. So that's another card, and you can write down more information, or if you want to stamp a few stars all around, you could do that. I'm going to write on it, so I'm not going to stamp anymore. On the smaller piece, I can add something else, like we can do inspired, smile, today, noteworthy. I think I'm going to go with the noteworthy. So this one's going to be a tad bit tight because it's a small die cut. That's okay. It's you can still read it just fine. And bring it over here. And add it to your page. Now you could, if you want to take it farther, you could stitch under these lines, you could stitch in between these lines. You just can do as much or as little as you want, but these are the more or less the basic pieces to it. And then there are the die cut stars. I could, in my layout, I had plenty to say, so I just wrote. All I did was write, and I used the remaining star die cuts on top of my photo just to tie everything together. But you could cut more stars, you could add a few stars here. It's just totally how you want to embellish your cards. Just make sure that whatever you add, it doesn't take the attention away from the photo, because that has to be the star of your show, of your page. And there we go. And it's fun to stretch your die cuts a little more just by cutting them into parts. You can still understand that it's a star, but you didn't have to spend your whole star in one spot. Now you can embellish another little corner with the remaining, whatever was excess here. So here are my cards. That's the horizontal one that went here. And then there's this one. Well, you can see there's a little variation. And then this one. And there you have it.